Wyatt. You really think we're going to get away with pretending to be Texas outlaws on the run?
We got no other choice, Mr. Masterson. Could never blast Butch Henry and his boys out of there with a posse, so if he can't lick them, you join them.
Sure, but what happens when they find out they have Wyatt Earp and Bat Masterson in camp? That Butch Henry has 19 notches on his gun.
Well, if we get caught, then either Mr. Henry's going to be carving 2 more notches or he'll be dead.
At least we got an even chance.
Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
The Life and Legend of Wyatt Earp, starring Hugh O'Brien.
Wyatt Earp, as marshal in Wichita and now in Dodge City, had met some of the top guns of the western frontier. He had outthought the notorious Manon Clements. He had outfought John Wesley Hardin in a final showdown. He had persuaded Clay Allison to run from Dodge City rather than face a duel with 45s man to man. But the case of Butch Henry, cattle thief and killer, presented a new problem. Not much was known about him, and he chose to await a battle with the law on his own fighting ground in the rocky wilderness known as the Salt River Bend.
Mr. Barrow!
What happened, Bill?
That Butch Henry gang, they attacked us in the brush, and they killed Ransom and Herb, and then they...
We'll take him to Doc McCarty in Dodge. I'm going to see Wyatt Earp about this. And we're small fry in the cattle business, Marshal. We couldn't take the law into our own hands if we wanted to. And we're asking you to organize a posse and go after that gang. I know you've had trouble with cattlemen from the big outfits, but none of our boys.
Well, that's got nothing to do with it, sir. It's just that, well, technically, Sheriff Bassett has the jurisdiction. I know he's homesick, but, well, his chief deputy, Bill Tillman...
He's not here, Marshal. He rode to the fort this morning to check a Cheyenne outbreak down south.
Well, I guess it leaves it up to me.
Good.
Oh, you think that Butch Henry's holed up at the Salt River Bend, huh?
We know he's there, Marshal. And he's got 300 head of our steers. Salt River is a good hideout, and we're going to need quite a few men.
Well, I never like to use a posse, unless it's the last resort.
Marshal, Butch Henry has killed at least 20 men. He's on the run from East Texas. They've got good peace officers in East Texas, but they didn't take Butch Henry.
I'd like to take a crack at him.
Well, we're in your hands. I reckon this is one of the few times that any cattleman ever came to you for help.
Yes, sir, it is, and I appreciate it. I want Butch Henry as much as you do.
And here's another thing, Zach. We've run off all the beef we can rebrand and sell, right? Well, a couple of the boys can hold him here. So why don't the rest of us pull a raid on Dodge? They tell me them gambling houses are just loaded with cash money, right?
No.
What do you mean, no?
George Morris tried it.
He's a big-headed fool. He tried to take over the whole town. I mean a quick raid.
Wyatt Earp's in Dodge.
Oh, now, Zach, don't tell me we're scared of that Cowtown marshal. 19 notches, and I'll cut me number 20 for Mr. Earp. Zach, you ain't scared of Earp.
Never laid eyes on him.
Well, neither have I. But that's no reason to be taking him so serious. Who's he ever killed? Look, a man don't get an honest reputation without no notches in his gun, right?
I'll think it over.
Where you going?
Check on the cattle guard. You think about it some more, Butch.
But I figured on starting at sunup.
No.
Aren't you going to tell me what this is all about?
No sense in worrying you until it's necessary.
Well, Marshal Earp, I just got him finished. You
It's a good joke, you and Mr. Masterson being one of a train robbery in Texas.
What? $2,000 reward for Morg Pickett and Bill Jepson, alias the Amarillo Kid. These men held up a Texas and Pacific train and killed 2 county sheriffs near Fort Worth, Texas. Signed, N.B. Averill, Captain Texas Rangers. What is this?
Morg Pickett and the Amarillo Kid. That's you and me. Thanks, Mr. McCabe. It's a real good, fast job.
Thank you.
Remember, keep this to yourself, otherwise you spoil the joke.
Oh, I won't say a word, Marshal.
Come on, Mr. Masterson. So in order to keep from having to take a posse into the Salt River Bend, I decided to try for an inside job. A character like Butch Henry, being this far north, probably could use a few extra hands. A couple of characters like Mort Pickett and the Amarillo Kid stand a good chance of being hired on. You be sure and remember those names.
Only one thing wrong with the idea.
What's that?
I know Texas and I can talk the language. But they'd spot you for a Yankee in 2 minutes.
Oh, Sonny, ain't you never heard me talk Texan? Well, I heard so much Texas talk up here in the north that I'll be dang gone if I don't seem to be using that accent in my sleep. Besides, they call me Silent Morg Pickett. So, kid, you'll be doing all the talking.
All right. But what if they start asking you about places in El Paso, Fort Worth, and San Antonio?
Well, it's a long ride to Butch Henry's. You can tell me about them on the way.
Well, supposing they do let us join them. Then what?
It's not too big of an outfit. About 9 or 10 guns at the most. Anyway, they'll be busy holding those steers in the bend. I think we stand a pretty good chance of taking Butch Henry and a couple of his men if the others don't butt in. Suit yourself.
Well, smoking them out with a posse would be a lot worse. When do we start?
As soon as we can get the right clothes together, we got to go in there looking like outlaws. You know?
For God's sake, don't take that Mudline special. They've never seen you, but I'll bet you they've heard of that gun.
Hey, thank you for reminding me. I'll feel kind of naked without it, though. You want some water?
Yeah.
Hey, you were telling me about Big Kate's place down in Waco. What did she look like, and what do you remember about her?
She's not so awful big. Just kind of thick-like. She has blue eyes and dark hair. But don't get me wrong, she's got a real good figure. She runs a saloon and dance hall. Her girls' names are Midge, Susie, Anna Mae, and Dolores.
Well, I'll tell you, Sonny, that's a mighty heap of remembering. What about Cattle Annie's down in Fort Worth?
Oh, that's a long story, Mo.
Price of the herd is $4,500. That figures $12.50 a head.
Oh, that's too steep. Why, a lot of the brands have been messed up in the changing.
$4,500 cash, or it's no deal.
Sorry, gentlemen, I can't go above $3,000. Why, you ain't allowing for the risk I run.
Hold it. Zach, see how much he's got on him.
What are you doing?
Shut
you
up.
can't do this
Where
to
do
me.
you keep it? Now we got visitors.
You let me alone.
I said shut up.
I got friends that'll take care of you. You never get...
500 measly bucks. You get out of camp quick.
Oh, this is just plain robbery.
Oh, no. Not with strangers around, then you hear those warning shots? You get on your horse and don't look back.
That's just plain robbery.
Get up there. Who are you and what do you want?
You Mr. Butch Henry?
I ask the questions, you answer them.
They seem kind of hostile, Morg. Reckon we better try our luck with another outfit.
Don't rush off. You boys on the run?
Could be, mister.
You forget you saw us, and we'll forget we saw you. Come on, kid, let's push on.
Nope.
Can't see no reason for quarreling. You all sound like you might be from Texas.
Yeah, we are.
Texas Rangers?
That's a dirty word, mister.
Ease it off, Morg. Morg don't care for Rangers.
Neither does Zach. Your pal had it right. I'm Butch Henry. He's Zach Newcomb. Now light down. I never turned Texas boys away from my camp.
Well, if he's really Butch Henry, I guess it's all right. You know, you sound pretty big-headed for a trail ghost. I don't think I like Mr. Newcomb or whatever his name is.
Ease it off, Morg. You'll have to make allowances, Mr. Henry. Morg and I, we've been traveling far and fast. That ain't Morg's true nature. That's just his belly growling.
They're hungry. Go tell Simon to rustle them up some grub. Pronto.
We sure do thank you kindly. Reckon we could eat a whole steer. He's Morg Pickett, and I'm Bill Jepson. They call me the Amarillo Kid.
Howdy.
Howdy.
Reckon we better show Mr. Henry our calling card, huh?
Sure.
Calling card, huh? Well, that's as good as any with me, better than most. You fellas seem to know your way around, giving the Rangers the go by. Zach, take a look at that. Guess there ain't no harm in having a friendly little chat while Simon fixes up your grub. Come on.
Boss.
Yeah?
They ain't wanted in Kansas.
Well, what's the diff? They're on the run.
Which one of you is the boss anyhow, you or him?
I'm Butch Henry. Ain't you never heard of me?
Sure he has. You're the top gun in East Texas. 17 notches.
19. I got me 2 more the other day.
19 notches.
I invited these boys to eat here. You making any objection?
Nope.
That satisfy you?
Yeah, I reckon so.
Take care of the horses. Come on over the fire. Give me a plain walnut grip on a coat. Then you can notch it without chipping it.
Yeah, that's right, Mr. Henry. Shall we ask him?
It'll make no difference to me, either way.
Ask him what?
We're nobodies compared to you, Mr. Henry. But I was wondering if you could use a couple extra hands.
Well, I don't know. Either of you any good with a gun?
Well, we got us 2 sheriffs.
From ambush?
Morg ain't had too much practice. But I'm a fair hand at shooting.
Here, let's see you hit that.
Sure.
Not bad. How about your draw and shoot?
Well, I can do a drop the dollar.
You're bragging a little, ain't you, kid?
Give me $1.
Hey, that's pretty good. You got the shot off before it ever hit the ground. What do you say, Zach?
We can try him. But we don't want his pal.
Nothing doing. Morg and me left Texas together. We stay together.
Listen to Newcomb. What does he do, bury the bodies for you? That's enough.
Quit it!
We're friends, Morg.
Look, the kid can handle a gun and we can use him. I'll use Morg as one of the cattle guards. I'll blow on your soup. It's too hot. You fellas are hired. Go catch a nap someplace. You look beat.
Thanks, Mr. Henry. Ease off, will you? Looks like Butch has called a powwow. What was the idea of getting so tough with Newcomb?
He's the real boss.
How do you figure that?
Butch does too much talking to be a fighting man.
Yeah, only 19 notches.
But I think Zach does his killing for him.
Ah, you don't know what you're talking.
Shut up and listen to him.
Boys, all we could get from that cow trader was $500.
Oh, no, that's not enough.
Now, Zach will cut it up, share and share alike. We just couldn't unload them steers. Quiet, quiet. I've got an idea how we can pick up some quick money. There's plenty of this stuff in Dodge, all spread out in them gambling joints just ready to be took. Now, what do you say?
Zach told us it wasn't a good idea.
Is that right, Zach? Is that what you said?
No.
Why, you dirty double-crossing liar, you said...
I run this outfit, and I don't take no back talk. And no lies about Newcomb. Any of you other boys scared to go to Dodge? All right. Bury him.
Zach got off the first shot.
Yeah, he usually does.
Why does he let Butch take all the credit?
They're watching us going to sleep.
Well, I think we ought to hit him tonight while the gambling's going full blast.
Not with those new men in camp.
Well, we can use the kid.
Maybe. Not the big one, though.
All right. I'll leave the big one on cattle guard.
No. I want to talk to him first.
Now, look. There's already been one killing in camp. That kid's going to stand by his pal.
You call the kid over here. I want to talk to Pickett when he's all by himself.
Now, Zach.
You do like I say, real quick.
All right. All right. Hey, kid! Kid, come on over here.
You want Morg, too?
No, he can work on the fire.
Go on, I'll cover you. What part of Texas was you born in?
Part of Texas?
Yeah. Where was you born?
El Paso, why?
That's funny. I was born in El Paso.
Maybe we're neighbors.
Name me some of the streets.
If you live there, you know their names.
I'm asking you.
No, you're trying to call me a liar.
It's our fight, kid.
I don't like you, Mr. Newcomb. I told you that. Now you get the gall to ask for questions. I don't like that.
No.
Sit down, Mr. Newcomb, before I'm tempted to break both your legs. Hold it! Any of you want to pick up his fight?
Mr. Henry's coming, Morg.
I got no quarrel with Mr. Henry.
I ought to finish you off, you polecat.
You don't like Newcomb?
I despise him. None of the men ever liked him either. Patch him up. Put him on his horse. I don't want him around my camp. I never saw two handier men with guns. Why, you're almost as good as I am.
Well, that's a big compliment, Mr. Henry.
Sure is. Downright flattering.
No, I mean it. I got a special proposition to make you. You heard us talking about a raid on Dodge? Well, if you're game, I'll cut you in on equal shares.
Well, fine. Hey, you hear that, Morg? We're in.
Well, I don't know, kid.
What's wrong?
We're raiding a big town like that. Why don't we just round up them steers and point them south toward the Indian nations?
You scared of Wyatt Earp?
Earp? Who's that?
He's the John Law in Dodge with a big reputation. But he ain't as fast as I am.
Well, I'm not fretting about no Earp. We better think about it. If I was you, I wouldn't put Mr. Newcomb on a horse. Oh, the way he's feeling, he's liable to head straight for Dodge and rouse up that whole town.
That's right. I'd better see that he's tied up. You keep working on Morg, kid.
You'll come around, Mr. Henry. You aiming to bulldoze that whole outfit into town?
I slipped up on a serious point.
Should have told those cattlemen back in Dodge what you and I were going to try and do.
You couldn't do that. They'd have talked.
Yeah, but I should have trusted them. No, I made a big mistake. Let those cattlemen come hightailing it out here with a posse.
Well, let's grab Butch and Zach. Make a run for it like you first planned, huh?
Butch has got more men than Mr. Byrode figured. He's got 9 here in camp. I figure at least another 10 out in cattle guard.
Well, then we'll have to get them all started on the raid. If there's a posse headed this way, some hoodlum is sure to beat him here with the news.
Yeah, that's right. You, go tell Butch you won me over.
Right.
How much further to the bend?
Maybe 5 miles. But we're all pretty tired, Hick.
Wyatt was a fool to try an inside job, but if they haven't killed him and Masterson, we owe them a chance. I hope it isn't too late.
There's just one more thing. Some of you men been out on cattle guard, so you ain't met Morg Pickett and the Amarella Kid. Morg is the man that crippled Newcomb in a stand-up gunfight. I was going to shoot the rat myself, only Morg took the job off my hands. Now, I want you all to do me a favor. When we pick up them other men and we hit Dodge, you leave Wyatt Earp to me, to Morg, and the Kid. All right, so we ride. Hold it.
I think I'm in Butch, not more than a mile behind me.
How many of them are?
Couldn't tell.
Wyatt Earp with them?
No, him and Bat Marston snuck out of town 2 days ago.
What?
Hey!
That There they go, that dirty
Don't kill him, just swing him. Yeah.
Come on, men! We're going to get away with this!
Hold it, Butch. I'm turning us.
I want her! It's too late! Take cover! Move around! I want them dirty John Law!
We can't stay here.
No place else to go.
Put it on, Earp! Come on out!
Are you crazy?
Put it on, Earp! And I'll make it 20 notches.
Drop him away.
Hold your fire, men! I want Earp to come out. I'm awaiting, Earp!
Aren't you going to kill him?
No.
That's what I wanted to do to you in the Pollock ambush, but you wouldn't trust me.
You both, let's get him, men!
You hit?
No. We're not coming out this way.
Hold your fire!
Come on, drop your guns. Come on, all of you, out of there. Drop your guns. You there. Come on out. Line them up and tie them, boys. A close call, Marshal.
You're right, sir. We'd like to thank you. That's Butch Henry, but he's not really the tough one. Tough one is Zach Newton.
He's tied up over there.
So Butch Henry isn't really tough. A cattle thief with 19 notches on his gun.
Well, he's just a big blowhard, sir. I'll tell you all about it back in town.
I told you, he's just got a headache.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Wyatt Earp, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Long may his story
Runaway stagecoach right behind me! Clear the street! Runaway stagecoach! Coming this way! Runaway stagecoach! Clear the street! Runaway stagecoach! Runaway!
Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
The Life and Legend of Wyatt Earp, starring Hugh O'Brien.
Runaway stagecoach! Run to cover! Stagecoach, run away! Run to cover! Now, get off your feet! Quiet! Down! Down! Out!
Everybody all right?
Yeah. That was completely magnificent.
Well, howdy, Wyatt. You didn't let us down.
Bill Cody.
Yeah?
Well, I be. Hey, what's the idea?
Idea? You suspect me of something, Wyatt?
Well, now, you don't expect me to believe that this was a real runaway, do you? You had these in your hand all the time.
Well, Wyatt, I was trying to stop them. Oh, I did my best, but they're mighty spirited animals.
Now, you listen to me. Even though you're a good friend of mine, and even though everybody loves Buffalo Bill, you got no right to endanger the lives of...
Well, Marshal, we meet again. Are you, Wyatt?
Mr. Buntline. Well, Mr. Ned Buntline. So you're in on this, too, huh?
Yeah, I'll explain about it later.
Come on down, Prince. Come down here and meet the finest marshal in the entire West. Thank you. Your Highness, may I present my very good friend, Marshal Wyatt Earp of Dodge City, Kansas.
I'm honored, Marshal.
How do you do?
Marshal, you have just shaken hands with His Highness Prince Karl Otto Maximilian Francis Wilhelm of Schleswig-Holstein. That's in Germany.
Oh.
Thank you, Marshal, for saving my life. Ich bin sehr dankbar.
Well, I'm happy to know you, Prince, but as far as saving your life is concerned,
Oh, the Marshal is a very shy man. Shy and modest at all times. Marshal, the United States government will also be most grateful to you. Yes, because the Prince is traveling all through the West as a guest of the United States government, with Mr. Cody and myself as personal guides.
Well, I'm beginning to understand now, Mr. Buntline.
I knew you would, Mr. Earp.
Marshal, I have heard that your town of Dodge City is most unbewohnbar.
Wild, I think.
Wild. And that you are always busy shooting bad men.
Well, it's not quite as bad as that, Prince, especially since I have the Buntline special. Oh, that's a gun that Mr. Buntline gave me.
Oh, now you see how modest he is. Now, Wyatt, what do you say we get His Highness fixed up with a hotel room, and then you and Mr. Buntline and myself can spend a little time talking together while the Prince rests up for one of Dodge City's wild and woolly Saturday nights, huh?
Good. I'd like to talk to you, too. About several things.
Well, here we go, Your Highness.
Here we go.
What I should really do is charge you both with disturbing the peace, endangering the life and limb of citizens, to say nothing of what...
Now, Marshal, you know that neither Bill nor I would do anything to injure innocent people.
I had control of them horses every foot of the way, Wyatt.
Yeah, and didn't we send a rider well ahead to warn everybody off the street?
Of course, we didn't figure on you being so handy, though. That was a real bonus, Wyatt, you stopping that runaway like you did. Of course, it wasn't a real runaway, but then you didn't know that.
And that's another charge. Endangering the life of a peace officer unnecessarily. I could have busted my neck.
Oh, I'd just hated to see that, Wyatt. Oh, that would have been terrible. Of course, we would have sent you flowers, wouldn't we, Ned?
Of course.
All right, you clowns. I'm not going to throw you in jail this time, but help me. The next time you try anything else like that while you're here, I'm not only going to throw you in jail, but I'm going to throw the key away.
Well, Marshal, that's what we want to talk to you about. You see, with your help, we want to stage a fake gunfight.
Absolutely not.
No. We brought blank cartridges. Nobody can get hurt, particularly if you're there to
No. Now, look, Wyatt, we promised that prince a look at some real Western wickedness.
Look, I don't care what you promised him. It's hard enough to keep peace here without inventing that kind of excitement. No, sir. If the prince needs excitement that bad, you're just going to have to take him someplace else. I'm sorry, gentlemen.
Ned is about to have an idea, I can tell.
Marshal, I have the solution, but we will need your help.
Now, look, my job here is to...
You have no objection if we stage our little drama outside the city limits, have you?
Well, it depends.
Yeah. Now, just listen to this. Tomorrow, I'll suggest to the prince that he and I take a ride on our stage to Deadwood. Now, about an hour out of town, 2 masked desperados stop us. They rob us of our money. They wave their guns right under our noses. And then at the right time, you and Bill come to the rescue. The desperados try to get away, but after a thrilling chase, you capture them. You retrieve our money, you throw the culprits into jail. Now, how does that sound?
Oh, that sounds real good. That sounds real good. There's nothing wrong with that as far as I can see. Huh?
There's just one problem. Where are you going to get the hold-up men?
Well, you got 4 or 5 deputies. You pick 2 of them, and we'll pay them well for their acting.
Now, look, Mr. Buntline, I'm grateful to you for this fine gun you gave me last year. And for knowing you, but... Well...
Oh, come
now,
on now,
Marshal,
Wyatt. You've got to be a good sport about
absolutely
this.
nobody can get hurt. And
not.
all we got to do is get the time and
That's
the place.
right, and
and you...
For you, nothing. A bullet for you. You get no help. Cody, a pair of 5s. One for me, Shana Dami. Pair of 5s is high.
Yeah, I thought poker was an American game.
Well, you see, His Highness and I have spent a good deal of time together.
I'll bet 20, Prince. I don't believe that you've got that other queen.
Well, that's costing you to find out, Herr Cody. So I'll see you, and I'll bump you 20.
Well, can't quit now. I'll see you. Oh, queens.
Pat, drink for all my friends, please. And this is for you, Fräulein. You bring me luck. Kaffee Vashanis.
All right, somebody. Deal.
Oh, now, don't be a bad sport.
Oh, let's play the game if we're going to play.
That's a mighty valuable piece of merchandise sitting in that chair over there.
I know what you're thinking, and it's too risky.
Well, it doesn't need to be. Do you realize how much ransom money the government would pay if we happened to
Oh,
get out?
no. We'd have every United States Marshal in the country after us, and probably the Army, too. He's never alone anyway. Cody and that other fella never let him out of their sight. Yeah, and what about Earp? He hadn't left him all night.
Well, the marshal's generally on duty till 4 o'clock in the morning. Then he sleeps till noon. That gives us 8 hours we don't have to worry about him. Now, the other 2, they're not going to cause us much trouble.
I'll go along with you if we just lift that poke he's carrying. But no kidnapping. Yeah, and that goes for me, too. You know, between him and the others, there should be quite a bit of cash.
Well, maybe you boys are right. But just the same, one of us is going to keep an eye on him from now on.
3 deuces.
Yeah.
I have completely good luck, eh, Marshal?
You're a good player, Your Highness. You must have had a fine teacher.
Oh, yeah, and I'll bet Buntline gets a cut of his winnings, too, huh?
I beg your pardon.
He's still winning. I wish him luck.
He's better than Sitting Bull.
Oh, very funny. Hey. Come on, let's play.
Can you ever play with us?
Well, there they go.
Oh, Hal, you give them a half an hour and then start, huh? If you take the hill trail, you'll be at the road fork about the same time they will.
Wyatt, how do I look?
Very dangerous. Come on.
Are you sure just the two of them got on that stagecoach?
That's right. Neither one of them had a gun that I could see.
There it is.
Of course, Your Majesty, it isn't as bad now as it used to be, you know. But I tell you, there was a time when hardly a day passed without a robbery. And all of them, oh yes, all of them right around here in this area. That's the truth. Well, for instance, now, here. Whoa! Yes, Your Highness, on this very road, I'll venture to say that more than $1 million has changed hands.
Fantastic.
The blood of many a good man and a bad one is mingled in this dust.
All right, boys, get ready.
Wait a minute.
Hi, baby.
I knew I should have brought my gun.
What do we do now?
We don't do anything. These are very desperate men. Just be calm and act natural if you can.
One false move, you get it between the eyes.
You keep him covered, Jesse. I'll get the loot.
You call it Jesse, huh?
Here, put your money in there.
Come on, do as they say. Don't hesitate. Here.
Looks like somebody had the same idea we did.
Yeah, there's only two of them.
Maybe we just better forget the whole thing.
Nah, let's stick around and see the fun.
Don't try and follow us. You'll be in trouble.
Look, Jesse, someone's coming.
Marshal Wyatt Earp, Buffalo Bill Cody.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah!
Marshal Earp! Marshal Earp! Marshal Earp! Marshal Earp! They go that way.
Takes care of that.
Now, just wait a minute.
No point trying to rob him now. Their money's gone.
I'm going to do what I wanted to do in the first place. Are you two with me?
Now, hold on, Cagle.
Come on, if you're with me. If not, turn around and ride back.
You think we convinced him?
I think so.
Sure we did. You hear what he said? They go that way.
Hey, you better give us your guns. You're our prisoners now, remember.
Yeah.
Hey, you're right.
You're gone, Wyatt.
You think this is another one of Buntline's tricks?
I don't think so, Wyatt. That prince is pretty valuable property. Still, Ned might have ridden off with him just to worry us.
Hold this. Come here. 3 horses came in from that direction.
Five horses rode off that way.
Is this another one of your schemes, Bill? Did you and Buntline hire somebody to fake a kidnapping or something? If you did, I'm warning you.
So help me, Wyatt. I didn't know anything about this.
All right, well, let's trail them. Give them back their guns. You may need them. Come on, let's go.
Get him out of the horses. Oh, it's a very convincing performance, young man. Who thought of this, the marshal?
Oh, sure. Get in there.
Vage, you can't treat Mr. Buntline.
No joke.
Hey, this is no joke.
Who said it was? Get in there.
No, if you harm that boy, don't you touch him. I hold you responsible for that boy.
Get him in there. I'll put the horses away, boys.
It's impossible to tell whether they came through here or not. You ever been here before?
No, sir. Well, this isn't the right trail, I can tell you that. It dead ends in about 50 feet.
All right. Let's try it around the other way.
Let me hear the note now. What'd you say?
Well, here it is. The prince is alive and unharmed. If you want him to stay that way, it will cost you $50,000 in gold. How's that?
So far, it sounds fine. Now we got to figure out where they leave the money and how we get it without being caught.
Well, that's very simple. All you got to do is exchange a note telling where to find the prince for the gold. Now, let me see. How are we going to do that?
What about that other one?
Ah, it was a mistake bringing him along in the first place.
It wasn't a mistake. Maybe he can carry the note for us.
Yeah, maybe.
Somebody's on the trail.
Did they see you?
No.
Well, let's nail them before they get close. Why don't you take the side of the shack? Come with me, Mac.
You all right? Yeah. Looks like we came the right way.
Hal, Sam.
It's not bad. You lie here. Come on.
Wait. You stay here. I think I can beat this.
I missed mine. Did you get yours?
I don't think so. We got him respectful, though.
All right, Marshal. You can still see the prince is alive. And if you want to keep him like that, come in with your hands up. All of you.
Can't get a good shot at him. Where are the other two, do you know?
I don't know. I'll try to draw the fire. Neither of them can shoot for sour apples. You try to keep me covered.
Wait a minute, Phil. All right. For the last time, I'm telling you, come in with your hands up.
rascals have killed my friend Wyatt Earp, and you're going to pay for that.
There he is! Get him! Without Earp, we ain't got no problem.
Marshal,
Stay back! Untie him.
Now, Bill, now!
You all right, Mr. Buntline?
Sure, Wyatt. Wyatt, we thought you were shot. We heard Cody say they killed you.
Buffalo Bill's a pretty good showman, thanks to you. It was a trick, and it worked. But I'm finished with tricks, and you know the kind I mean.
Yeah, I sure do, Wyatt. I sure do.
Thank you, Marshal. Ich bin sehr, sehr dankbar.
It's all right, Prince. Now, come on, let's get out of here. There's some wounded men outside.
Come on, get up.
Thanks, Bill.
Let's go.
Oh, gosh, my foot's asleep. You know.
As the Crown Prince of Schleswig-Holstein, I hereby decorate you with the highest award for bravery my country can bestow, the Royal Order of 21.
Well, thank you, Your Highness. I'm glad we were able to help.
Marshal, words fail me.
Well, Mr. Buntline, not for long, I am sure.
No, the world will hear of this in my next novel, The Further Adventures of Wyatt Earp.
Wyatt, you're all right. I'm going to miss you.
Well, thanks, Bill. You're all right yourself. You come back again, but next time, no tricks.
Oh, absolutely not.
Well, we're off to Wichita, if Your Highness pleases.
I do. Goodbye, Marshal.
Goodbye, Your Highness.
Off to Wichita.
Yeah, you remember Wichita.
Oh, I'll never forget it.
Yeah, well, now you keep your decoration polished.
I'll do that. You drive carefully now, huh? Well, boys, what do you think about the West? You think it's wild enough?
Yeah, I think so, Wyatt.
So do I. I'll tell you something. If I ever agree to another scheme like we got involved in yesterday, you got my permission to put me in my own jail and throw the keys away. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
So long, Wyatt! Hey! Come on, boys! Thanks for everything!
You know, Wyatt, I can't wait to read about your latest experiences in Ned Buntline's magazine.
Neither can I. You can bet your bottom dollar it won't be anything like what really happened. No, sir, it'll be a real thriller.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous.
and long may his story be told. Long may his story be told. Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
Historians have told as many lies about the American Indian as about any minority group in the United States. Marshal Wyatt Earp, who knew Indians, did not agree with the Indian haters who called them unprincipled savages. To Marshal Earp, the Indians were people, some good, some bad, and their leaders were sometimes wrong and sometimes right. This was a dangerous opinion for a man to hold in 1878, and it took the fabulous saga of Dull Knife and his break for freedom to test whether Wyatt's career as a peace officer would come to an end with a prison sentence.
Please excuse us, Mr. Masterson. Mr. Earp, we're afraid.
What about?
Chief Dull Knife and his people have left Oklahoma. Soldiers after them.
Is Dull Knife on the warpath?
No. Cheyenne do not like Indian territory in Oklahoma. They want to go back home, back to their own country. Montana, Wyoming.
Well, how far does Dull Knife think he can get?
Dull Knife kinashta, wasema leponi. Chief Dull Knife has many warriors. We count maybe 200 women and children.
Well, is Little Wolf in on this?
He's next to Dull Knife in command.
It's foolishness, Mr. Cousin. There are too many miles, too many soldiers. You tell your people to turn back.
We're not important enough, Mr. Earp. Dull Knife, okoshti sorono. Mr. Brother says maybe Dull Knife listened to you.
Oh, that's bad medicine, Wyatt. That's Major Benteen.
Well, you take them in the cell room. I better talk to the Major alone.
All right.
And they crossed the Cimarron here, and then they raided Meade City here. And they burnt the Chapman and Tuttle Ranch on the Mulberry. Our people are dead. Houses burned. So a posse from Dodge could be useful, Wyatt.
Well, sir, in addition to being town marshal of Dodge, I'm also United States Marshal. If you ask me to help, well, that's what I'll do.
How soon can you start?
Half hour.
Good. There's a big gap in our line, the bushwhacker country. I'm counting on you to plug it.
Yes, sir.
Then I'll see you tomorrow at the Lost River Triangle. So long, Wyatt. Good luck.
I'll be seeing you, sir. Dull Knife raided Meade City. Did you know about that?
No, but Dull Knife gave strict orders.
We'll have to go out there. All of your deputies and most of mine.
All right, I'll pass the word.
20 minutes.
Yes, sir.
Mr. We're your friends. We come to ask a favor.
Such as?
We think we take you to Dull Knife. We think maybe you tell him to go back to Oklahoma.
You know where to find Dull Knife?
Marica. But your heart is angry. You blame Dull Knife for raid on village.
He's the chief. He's responsible.
Goodbye, Mr. Earp. Sometimes you think like Indian. Now you think like soldier.
I'm sorry. Maybe Dull Knife isn't responsible for the raid. But Major Benteen is going to hold him responsible. Do you understand that?
Please, you talk to our chief.
Listen, my friend, Sheriff Masters and I must take a posse out there. We'll be expected to turn your people back by force, if we can. I can't use you as scouts against your own people.
We will take you to Dull Knife. Not Picon, Wesika, nor Rasta. Mr. Brother says you have heart that is not white man or Indian. We trust your heart.
Now, look, don't try and butter me up. Why do you want me to talk to Dull Knife?
To save our people.
My friend, I can't do that. This whole business has gone too far already. People killed, houses burned. The army is after Dull Knife. I'm only one man, no matter what I think about how your people...
We trust you. We go now. Please. They wait here now. You come with us, Mr. Erb.
All right. Hey, hold it, Wyatt. This is Lost River, and it's the worst of the bushwhacker country.
So?
Well, if Dull Knife is holed up there, he'd have to come out along this riverbed. And we can hold him up long enough for the soldiers to come.
That's right, Sheriff.
But not if you go in there and get yourself captured as a hostage. Dull Knife's got himself in a tight corner.
Well, I may be wrong. If I am, and the Cheyenne try to break out, you gentlemen go to shooting.
And shoot you, I suppose?
You're not going to have any time to be particular. You'll be fighting for your lives. I'll see you later.
The bushwhacker country is bad land, a law unto its own,
where the outlaw rides and the Indian hides
among its caves of stone. For the bushwhacker country is law unto its own. Be wary, my friend, every tree, every bend of the trail may be your doom. For the bushwhacker country will swallow you like a
Great Chief Dull Knife. You remember me?
My friend, Marshal Earp. You brought men who killed my daughter to justice. I do not forget.
I am sorry we have to meet again this way.
Sorry?
You and your people are on a breakout. I have orders from the Army to help stop you.
Marshal Earp has good scouts. They bring him across our path.
Don't blame Mr. Cousin and Mr. Brother. They're trying to be loyal to you.
Soldiers and posse men are close behind us. You and your men guard Lost River. Let us not speak lies.
All right. Then who raided Meade City?
Not Dull Knife.
People were killed by Indians.
Ah! Abiajo. Little Wolf, go. I will ask Little Wolf if he knows about this. I do not.
My friend, you're in trouble. How can a sensible man and a great chief hope to make it all the way to Montana?
We have come this far.
I can't understand why you broke out.
You can understand freedom.
If you had a fair chance.
White men always give us fair chance. After a fight at Washita, the soldiers say, make peace and go home. Then politicians in Washington say, what is home to a Cheyenne? Send them to Oklahoma.
They promised you that you could go back to the mountains?
Yes. In writing.
Well, then they lied to you. But a breakout only makes things worse. You become killers, outlaws.
Who can control young men? If Cheyenne did this thing at Meade City, it was against my orders.
I believe you. But it wasn't common sense to Expect that you could travel 1,000 miles through a white man's country.
What is common sense?
Surrender. Go back to Oklahoma Territory.
No. Our young men. About so many of them. I will punish them quickly. I promise.
No.
You think I lied to you?
They must be rounded up and turned over to me. That's the law, my friend.
And what if I do this?
I can't make deals.
You will try to stop us from moving north out of Lost River?
Those are my orders from Major Benteen.
Ah. Nahalina, yeho.
I knew you couldn't trust him.
No, you leave us right here. Get on back to the river gap. This could be a trick to sneak by us.
We're not going to leave you tied up for a scalping party.
I said leave us alone.
Are you loco, Wyatt?
No. The Dull Knife's going after the Indians that raided Meade City. I think he'll turn him into me.
Turn his own boys in for hanging or prison? Come on, Wyatt.
Look, Mr. Masterson, this is a federal posse.
Yes, sir.
All right, then. You go on back there. You want a lot of Cheyenne to make you look like a greenhorn?
No. I guess you're right.
No sign of Indians anywhere, sir.
Very well. Ride back to Captain Halleck and tell him to assemble all the patrols. We'll move on toward Lost River.
Yes, sir.
Marshal Earp, Chief Little Wolf.
How do you do?
Untie them. 6 of our young men admit their hearts were bad. They will go with you according to white man's law.
There are only 4 prisoners.
No, there are 6. Those 2 in the back claim the right to die fighting.
Was that necessary? Our laws aren't too tough on your people.
Young Bear and Lame Eagle commanded the raid. For that, they must die. I have decided, Mr. Earp.
Just wild boys who probably got drunk.
No, they risked our freedom. You have been free always. What do you know of a prison camp far from home? And have you ever seen our home, Mr. Earp? There is brave water. It does not sulk in ponds and puddles. Our rivers leap off the forbidding cliff with the sound of war drums. And in our homeland, the buffalo wait for us. They have fled beyond the range of white man's gun. Perhaps it must soon be that the buffalo and the Cheyenne will be driven to the edge of the world. But if we must die, we seek the liberty to die at home. Is that too great a freedom to ask of white man? No more prison camp, Mr. Earp. If those 2 had obeyed orders, we might have reached our home in peace. We would not have been stopped if they had not burned and killed. Bataita! Hijo, yeah.
There's no sense to this fight. Stop it.
You are still my prisoner.
Please, Mr. Erb, it is our law.
That was murder.
Lame Eagle was his only son, Marshal Earp. We grant them an honorable death, and you call it murder. We are happy men riding home in the sunshine. There is no pain in us for making promises, because we never keep promises.
I don't believe that.
We fight and kill no more, unless white man corners us.
You expect to have me let you go through?
No, not now. You think like all your brothers. Bring white soldier. We caught this man 2 hours' ride from our camp. Major Benteen and his troop of pony soldiers will attack us from the rear. You and your men will try to stop our retreat. There will be fighting.
Yes, I guess there will be. Am I free to go?
You are still my friend. Go.
Thank you. What about Mr. Brother and Mr. Cousin?
They go with you.
Marcy Kaupi. At we, it's gone. This time we fight with our people.
I can't let you go through the gap. You know that. I've got orders from the Army.
We know. Goodbye, Mr. Erb.
Teho me.
Teho me.
Batista. Take white soldier, my friend. You will need him. Also the prisoners.
Must we kill a friend?
Or he will kill us.
Mr. Earp, I saw their camp. They have at least 100 braves, all armed.
Well, Major Benteen isn't going to be riding out here with just one troop.
Yes, sir, he is. If it was me, I'd let Dull Knife go through.
Well, Major Benteen will expect us to fight.
Benteen and Custer and the others expected us to fight at the Little Bighorn, too. It'll be another Custer's massacre.
Come on, let's head for the gap.
Now, we should hit them before sundown. I hope Earp brought enough men to shut off the Lost River Trail. You ride back and get the troops started.
Well, for God's sakes, Wyatt. Figured you'd been burning the stake by now.
Well, Chief Dull Knife was very polite to me. Oh, Corporal Jordan, this is Sheriff Masterson.
Howdy.
He claims that Major Benteen's going to attack the Cheyenne with just one troop.
Benteen must be loco.
Yeah, well, I can't tell him that. Casey, you and Tibbs ride into Dull Knife's camp. Tell Dull Knife that he can come through the gap. But want him to move fast.
Wait a minute. You're not going to let them come.
Yes, I am. And let those Indians go through to Montana. Go on, move.
We'll catch it from the Army.
Just me, Mr. Masterson. I made the decision. Now, I don't make a last-ditch fight to stop the Cheyenne from going home, where the government promised them they could go.
I'll call you names.
You know something? I think you're right. Now, look, I left 4 Indian prisoners tied to their horses just around that bend over there. You take your deputies and go pick them up. Then head back for Dodge City.
Yes, sir. You know, Benteen can arrest you.
He sure can.
Well, what are you going to say?
Nothing. You can visit me in jail sometime. Now go on, move.
Wyatt says to get back to Dodge with some prisoners. Come on, hit the leather.
Yeah, that'll be the major.
Yeah.
He'll be snorting fire.
Well, I hope he wastes a lot of time chawing my hide. Dull Knife needs all the head start he can get.
You explain it to the major, Mr. Earp. He'll cool off and realize you've done the right thing.
I wonder if he will.
Wyatt, where are the Indians?
They've gone.
Your men, where are they?
I sent them back to Dodge City. They've got the Indians who raided our people.
You had orders to hold this gap. Why didn't you?
Sir, Mr. Earp thought
Corporal! I'm asking Mr. Earp a straight question.
Well, sir, I never explained. The Indians got away. Let's just leave it at that.
Now, Wyatt, I will not tolerate... Marshal Earp, you will consider yourself under arrest. You will report to the federal judge nearest our command.
Yes, sir.
Corporal, mount your horse and return to the troop.
Yes, sir.
Would it be too much to ask you, Marshal, which way Dull Knife was heading?
He was heading home.
Captain?
Yes, sir?
Major Benteen filed these charges against Marshal Earp. Where is he?
He'll do it any moment, Your Honor. He's been on campaign against Dull Knife.
Yes, I know. Marshal Earp, you refuse to plead either guilty or not guilty. These are very serious charges. Malfeasance in office, cowardice, refusal to assist in stopping the escape of hostile Indians. Have you any statement to make to this court?
No, sir.
Major Benteen, sir. This is Corporal Jordan.
Very well. The court will hear your testimony in support of your accusations.
If the court please, I ask that the courtroom be cleared.
For what reason, Major?
My statement will involve military matters of a confidential nature.
I see. Very well. Clear the court.
So after my bad temper had cooled somewhat, I listened to Corporal Jordan's story. The corporal was a prisoner in Dull Knife's camp. He says that I had badly underestimated the Indian strength, and that I would have stood no chance to capture them with a force at my disposal.
Then Marshal Earp prevented you from making a tragic blunder.
That's about the size of it, Your Honor. So I wish to withdraw my charges and apologize to Marshal Earp.
Thank you, Major.
The Army should thank you. And Major Benteen, when will you people get enough men out here to do the job?
Never, Judge. Starving our Western Army is somebody's idea of national defense.
Case dismissed.
Thank you, sir.
Well, Marshal Earp, I don't know what can compensate you for the 3 weeks of embarrassment and kicking around by the Army and the law.
Well, sir, I'm quite happy about it all.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame and long live his glory.
Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
Marshal Wyatt Earp could never complain that life in Dodge City in 1877 was boresome routine. Most of the shootings, however, occurred south of the deadline and involved shady people. But the alleged killing of Dan Bolton by Reb Thomas was a noted event on the right side of the tracks. Bolton was the town's leading cattle buyer, a man of wealth and influence. When Marshal Earp reached the scene...
Come on, get out of here! Get out!
Nothing to be done?
No, sir, he's shot through the heart.
Dan Bolton, my friend.
This drunken fool?
It looks that way, Judge. Threatened Mr. Bolton at the Dodge House bar this afternoon.
He owes me $800. You miserable...
Take it easy, Judge. He was so drunk he didn't know what he was doing.
You'll know in court tomorrow morning.
I'll take him to jail out the back door.
Right. Cheated me out of $800.
You want me to tell Mr. Bolton's family?
Huh?
You want me to tell Mr. Bolton's family, sir?
No. I'll do that. Fine reward for being an honest businessman and a decent citizen.
I didn't hear about the trouble soon enough.
Not your fault.
Sober that drunk up. Get a confession. I'll attend to the rest.
Judge.
Huh?
I don't blame you for feeling as you do. But you're still Circuit Judge Tobin.
A hoodlum kills my friend. And I'm supposed to pass sentence as though I never knew Dan. You're right. It was your duty to remind me. Thank you, Wyatt.
Ain't nothing like black coffee. Unless it's canned tomatoes. What was it you wanted to ask me about, Marshal?
Mr. Bolton is dead.
He is?
Mm-hmm.
Can't say I'm sorry. It was no good cheating a liar.
You killed him. We found you in his office. This your gun?
Yeah, it's my Colt's Navy.
The gun was in your hand, the cylinder had been fired, and the bullet struck Mr. Bolton in the heart. Well?
Own up to it, Reb. Court will take it easier on you.
Oh, no, sir, I didn't kill him.
Go get a can of tomatoes.
Oh, no, Marshal, I'm sober enough. I aim to get my money or kill him. I'll own up to that, but... When I got up to Dan Bolton's office, I was so blamed drunk I could hardly walk. I guess I must have passed out.
You were wearing this. You remember that?
That's a Frontier coat.
Yeah.
It don't belong to me.
Well,
Mr. Thomas, I believe you know Judge Tobin. Are you going to still stick with that cock and bull story you use?
I told you the truth, Marshal. Dan Bolton deserved killing. If I'd done it, I'd own up to it. Another thing. You folks have been praising up Bolton as a holy fellow when he weren't no such thing. I happen to know that...
That'll do. Put him in his cell.
Put me in a cell. That ain't going to change my opinion of Bolton none.
Come on, come on, Reb. Come on.
Sit down, Judge. Rest yourself. You've been through the ringer.
I promised Dan's family that justice would move quick.
Yes, sir.
I'll appoint a lawyer to defend the man if he insists on pleading not guilty. How's our jury panel?
Well, we gotta get some more.
I'll do it tonight, will you, Wyatt? None but good men. I want a fair trial. An absolutely fair trial.
Evening, Mr. Morse.
Oh, hello, Wyatt.
Hey, were you, here when Reb Thomas had his quarrel with Mr. Dan Bolton in the bar?
No, but Kathy, Mrs. Morse was. Will she be needed as a witness?
No, I got plenty of witnesses. I'm kind of short on a jury, though. Let's see. Mr. Beasley, Mr. Summers, and Mr. David. They all live here, don't they?
Well, Mr. Beasley and Mr. David left yesterday for Topeka. I think you'll find Mr. Summers in the parlor.
Well, I'm going to be mighty short on a panel. Got 3 down sick and 5 out of town.
Well, Wyatt, I was just thinking, if you're short, you can put my name down.
That's mighty kind of you to offer, but tomorrow's your rush day, isn't it? And
Certainly is, Marshal. You and that conscience of yours, Heber.
The trial shouldn't take long, dear.
Oh, please, Marshal, you can find some other man.
All right, Mrs. Morse. Thanks just the same.
Always the easy mark. Can't you ever say no?
It's a citizen's duty, hon.
Why do they have to try Reb Thomas? He confessed, didn't he?
I forgot to ask.
You would. I'll ask him. Marshal Earp.
Yes, sir?
Why are they holding a trial? Mr. Thomas confessed, didn't he?
Yeah, well, he claims he didn't do it. I'm afraid I'm going to have to put your husband's name down on the panel. Mr. Summers, he says that he'd vote to hang Mr. Thomas just on general principles. You have an open mind?
I think so, Wyatt. I'd vote according to the law and the evidence.
Good.
All this trouble about a worthless, drunken sot.
Well, he's entitled to a fair trial, Mrs. Morse. Good evening.
Just don't get to feeling sorry for that drunken killer.
But Kathy, hon.
This whole town is ready to lynch Thomas. Look, we're running a hotel here, and we can't afford to get public opinion down on us.
But Kathy, I don't understand.
I'm just trying to protect you from yourself. You're too good and kind. You always were.
Jury's still out.
Yeah, I know. Judge Tobin sent for me.
It's almost 5 hours. I wonder what can be hanging him up.
I don't know. Come on.
Come on, Morris, straight down. You've held us here for 5 hours now, and you know the man is guilty.
11 to 1 for conviction. Just tell us why you're acting so stubborn. Is Thomas a friend of yours?
I never spoke to the man except to order him out of the hotel.
Then what evidence has got you so convinced?
Thomas was so drunk, according to Wyatt's testimony, that he couldn't stand on his feet. I don't see how a man in that condition could fire a gun and hit Bolton in the heart.
The prosecutor had 3 witnesses on that point. They all said that Reb was a good shot, drunk or sober. And didn't you hear Doc McCarty testify that Bolton had been dead about 10 minutes? Reb passed out after he fired the shot.
I have a reasonable doubt in my mind that Reb fired the shot. I think someone else might have killed Bolton and put the gun in Reb's hand.
That was Reb's own gun. How did your imaginary killer get it?
He could have stolen the gun from Reb. And that might account for the fact that Reb took a Frontier Colt from the hotel rack. I'm never voting for conviction. You might as well report to Judge Tobin that we couldn't agree.
You think it won't get out that you and you alone hung up this jury? Morse, I'm warning you.
Take your hands off me. I don't care what you tell. I'm not going to vote to send a man to prison when I think he might be innocent.
We're wasting our time on this stubborn fool. Dave, call the bailiff.
No, maybe we'll get it.
And another trial for that scoundrel. More time and money wasted. Fine mess, Wyatt. One man, Heber Morse. Do you think he was bribed?
No, sir.
Well, what do you think?
I think the man has a reasonable doubt, and so do I.
What?
I don't think we gave ourselves enough time, Judge. Mr. Bolton was a friend of yours, and nobody can blame you for wanting quick justice, but I don't have that excuse. I went off half-cocked.
Are you out of your mind? The man's own lawyer begged him to plead guilty.
Yeah, well, I'm glad he didn't.
Why? Have you one shred of evidence? It's utter nonsense. Now, you get another jury and we'll try that hoodlum again tomorrow.
No, sir.
That's an order of the court, Wyatt.
All right. But I asked for a stay of execution. I think I know who did kill Bolton.
Oh, you do? And of course you can name him.
I think it was Heber Morse.
Morse? The man that hung up the jury?
That's right.
Oh, preposterous. What motive would he have?
Well, I don't know yet.
Morse hung the jury. By his vote, he could have convicted Thomas. Now, why didn't he do that and get off scot-free?
Maybe the man has a conscience. All I know for sure is that he volunteered for the panel and he was quite insistent about it.
You got Heber into this. Now you can just go and get him out.
Out of what?
Mr. Crandall fired him, and now they're threatening to run him out of town.
Where is he?
Oh, back at the hotel. I borrowed a gun, but he says he won't use it. Oh, hurry, Wyatt.
Now, calm yourself, Mrs. Morse.
Stay here, Mrs. Morse. There's trouble.
Gonna have to arrest you, protective custody.
Now, you men go on about your business.
What side are you on, Judge? You know Morse hung our jury.
Maybe he was right. Any more demonstrations like this, arrest them all for contempt of court.
Yes, sir.
What does he mean Morse was right?
I can only guess. Come on.
Now, look here, Wyatt. You can't get back.
All right.
He's not going to get by.
Mr. Morse?
Where's Kathy? She promised she'd wait here.
They won't harm your wife. Make yourself comfortable.
All I did was my duty as I saw it. Now I've lost my job and the whole town is sore at me.
They'll calm down a little while, and then I'll take you on back to the hotel.
I told Mrs. Morse to wait here.
It should be all right, Hal. Go bring in Rep. I want him to meet Mr. Morse.
Yes, sir.
Now, Mr. Morse, Judge Tobin and I think that you might have prevented a miscarriage of justice.
Oh? It was someone else? Like I told the other jurors, someone might have stolen Thomas' gun, fired the shot, then put the gun in his hand.
It might have happened that way.
What are you trying to trick me to now, Marshal?
I want you to meet the man who voted against convicting him.
That's funny. I don't like you, and you don't like me. What are you up to, Morse?
I just wasn't convinced you did it.
The only thing I and you ever had in common is we both hated Dan Bolton.
Whatever gave you the idea I disliked Mr. Bolton?
You trying to act cute? You knew he was after your missus.
That's a lie. He called Bolton a cheat and couldn't prove it. Now he's attacking a dead man's morals, a respected church-going citizen.
Now, just take it easy. Go on, put him back in the cell.
Sure, put me back in my cell. You and Morse have to keep Bolton respectable. Dan was no angel. Wine and women. His case, it was mostly women.
You can prove that?
No, I can't prove it. I'm in jail. It'd be easy enough for you to prove, Marshal. All you have to do is to check the Occidental Hotel register in Kansas City.
Well, you filthy monkey!
Take him out! Then ask Mrs. Bolton if she was ever in Kansas City with Dan.
Just relax, Mr. Morse.
You aren't taking his word for anything.
No. I don't think Reb is too careful of the truth. I think that what Judge Tobin told those hotheads is probably sunk in by now. Come on, I'll take you back to the hotel.
Kathy, everything's all right. Wyatt's with me.
Oh, just a moment, Heber. Oh, I got so scared I blocked the door. I'll have it open in just 2 seconds. Oh, I'm so glad Marshal Earp came with you. Oh, darling.
No. I told you it'd work out all right.
I know, but I just can't wait to get away from this town. Oh, hello, Wyatt. I hope you'll excuse the looks of things.
I'll even excuse you taking the gun.
Gun? What gun?
Colts Navy .36 caliber belonged to Reb Thomas. It's now Exhibit A, state's evidence.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, you do, Mrs. Morse. Are you going to give me that gun, or do I have to get a search warrant?
You go get the warrant.
No, Kathy. I've had this whole thing on my conscience too long. Give Wyatt the gun.
Don't be a weak, silly fool.
Not this time. Where is it?
Heber, no! Heber, please!
I killed Bolton.
It's not true, Wyatt.
I'd rather listen to you. Now, let's get this straightened out with the judge.
There's nothing to straighten out. I killed Bolton. My wife wasn't involved.
Mrs. Morse, I think you have something you want to tell Judge Tobin and me.
Yes, I do. Does Heber have to be there?
No, he can wait outside the jail.
Why does Kathy have to be mixed up in this? I was Bolton's silent partner in cattle deals. When he wouldn't pay up, I killed him.
It's very possible, Mr. Morse.
Dan's wife was ill. He promised if I got a divorce, he'd marry me. I knew my husband would go on being manager of cheap hotels in little towns. But my husband loved me. There's no excuse. No pardon for what I did. And when that one miserable affair was ended, I hated Dan. I despised myself. I realized how kind and decent my husband was.
You say that yesterday Mr. Bolton demanded you make another trip with him.
Yes. I was sitting at the desk, doing my work, and suddenly he came in. What's wrong now, Heber?
Not a thing, honey.
Oh, it's you. How many times do I have to tell you not to bother me?
2 tickets for New York and $1,000 for fun.
Get out.
Oh, no, I really mean it this time. Look, I'm going to tell Amy about us. Let her divorce me. I said I really meant it, Kathy. I'll be at my office about 9 o'clock tonight. You be there, huh? Ready to travel. Or else...
Else what?
A certain husband will be getting a divorce.
Pick him up and get out.
Now, you pick him up. Bring him along tonight. I really mean it, Kathy.
I decided I'd have to settle with Dan. once and for all. But I wanted to keep my husband's love. That afternoon, when Reb Thomas had his drunken set to with Dan at the bar, I knew I had to find a way to get to him.
Well, I don't know why he wants to do that. I'm like...
We'll take it later.
No, we're not going to. I'm going
Right
to...
now, come on, I know.
Yeah, all right, now, you heard what I said. Either he pays me or I'll take it out of his hide with bullet holes.
We gotta find a good way to do it, though, Red, so we don't land in jail.
All right, Paul, anything you say.
Hey, give me your gun belt.
Huh?
Come on, give me your gun belt.
All right. Why do you want a gun belt?
I want to hang it up here so Wide Earp can't jump you.
Oh, yeah, good. Take care of that gun now. Be careful.
I won't put a scratch on it, Reb. Come on, let's go over to the Long Branch Saloon and get another drink.
Long Branch?
Yeah, come on. Let's go.
Okay, let's get some more.
Long Branch, here we come.
He couldn't find his own gun belt, so he took another one. He didn't wait to buckle it on. He just went lurching out into the street. But something told me he was on his way to shoot Dan.
Why didn't you just let him do the job?
I was afraid that he was too drunk, or that Dan might shoot him. I remembered Dan always kept his office door locked. So as soon as my husband came back from the depot, I slipped out the back door and I made my way down to Dan's office.
Hello? Where's your luggage, honey? My, a gun. Put that thing away. Have a chair. We've got lots to talk about.
No. I'm not going with you. I came here to say that if you tell my husband, I'll use this.
You're going with me, Kathy. Again.
I tried to run, then I heard someone outside. I hurried to the curtains to hide behind them. I'd almost forgotten Reb Thomas.
You dirty cheating louse! Wake up! Bolton! Wake up, I tell you, like a man!
That's the whole truth, Judge. I ask only one thing. Does my husband have to know? Can't you just send me to prison?
Mrs. Morse, I couldn't send you anywhere.
What do you mean?
I couldn't accept a plea of guilty, knowing that if you went on trial, no jury would convict you. Besides, Mr. Bolton left a widow, family, friends. In attempting to punish you, which I couldn't do anyway, I'd be punishing many innocent people.
Are you going to tell my husband?
Mr. Morris knows about it.
How could he?
Well, he worked pretty hard to get on that jury. His trouble is that couldn't let an innocent man hang. Mrs. Morse, you go out there and tell him the case has been dropped. You really believe in the unwritten law, Judge?
No. But in her case, what can justice and the Lord ask of a human soul except that it turn from wickedness and sin no more? She's been punished.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
General George Armstrong Custer led the 7th Cavalry against an overwhelming force of Sioux and Cheyenne Indians at the Little Bighorn in 1876. Custer and 264 officers and men were slaughtered. 2 years later, the American press and public were still arguing about the Custer tragedy. The general's enemies called him a glory hunter who unknowingly led the 7th Cavalry into a massacre. The general's friends said he was betrayed by subordinate officers. Time has proved both theories false. But in the bitterness of the dispute, General Custer had only one ardent champion, his widow.
You remain standing, gentlemen. Will you come in, please, Mrs. Custer?
Thank you, Colonel Benteen. Gentlemen, please do make yourselves comfortable. I know all of you by your first names, so we needn't be strangers now. General Sheridan has just telegraphed me. He says that Colonel Reno must be granted an official court of inquiry. The court will be held in Chicago. I assume that all of you will be witnesses. Am I correct, Colonel Benteen?
That's right, ma'am. And I can assure you that General Custer's memory will be respected by every man in this room. Oh, we had our differences, but it was always give and take. We despise Reno. None of us has spoken to him socially these years.
Then you've already discussed... I mean, you'll say nothing against Colonel Reno that might reflect on General Custer.
No. Or the regiment.
Here. Mrs. Custer, you will always have our love and loyalty.
Thank you. Thank you. This is most kind. I won't detain you longer.
That will be all, gentlemen.
Don't worry, Mrs. Custer. You and the 7th have suffered long enough.
Well, now, that's settled.
They faced it as I prayed they would. But there's still this fellow Hendon.
Chris Hendon? What's he pestering you about?
This came yesterday. He wants money, I think. I'm supposed to meet him in Dodge City.
This is nonsense. I'll burn the thing.
No, please. He was one of Reno's civilian scouts. He'll be called to testify.
Well, let him testify.
But, Colonel, he could ruin us all. He's a civilian, and the newspapers would be eager to print any lies he told.
Oh, Betty, you're carrying this thing too far. Oh, yes. Now, I've never had any occasion to say this before, but you can't be bothered by every blackmailing scamp or rascal who writes you a letter. I remember Hendon. I think he bolted before Reno made the charge that day. I certainly don't recall seeing him on the hill when we stopped Reno from running away.
Well, he could say he was with General Custer. He could say anything.
All right. Now, Wyatt Earp, the marshal at Dodge, is a good friend of mine.
I'll telegraph him to arrest Hendon.
No, Colonel, I beg of you. If we anger the man, he'll... All right, I'll just ignore him. Your first idea is best. Let him testify.
Good. Well, I must be running along. But Mrs. Benteen and I will see you at dinner, eh?
Oh, yes, of course.
And put a match to this and forget it.
He was a show-off, a glory hunter. I charge him with full responsibility for our defeat.
If you ask me, he didn't die like a hero.
I think he was just as big a coward as Reno.
The Army can't cover it up forever. Somebody will tell the real truth.
Miss Custer?
Sergeant Turner, Corporal Mills.
Mrs. Custer?
Is Mr. Hendon in Dodge City?
Yes, he is. He's still hanging around the saloons.
Dragging around town what he could tell if he had a mind to.
You just say the word, Mrs. Custer. We'll go back to Dodge.
Yeah, Hendon won't bother you no more, Mrs. Custer.
We can't do anything like that. How much longer will you men be on furlough?
11 days.
I must talk to Hendon. It's the only way, Sergeant. Will you and Corporal Mills drive me to Dodge City?
Well, of course, but shouldn't you ask Colonel Benteen?
No. We must start at once. And please say nothing to Colonel Benteen or to anyone else.
All right.
Rent a good team and carriage from the Sutler. I'll meet you at the North Gate in half an hour.
We'll be there, Mrs. Custer.
Wyatt. Looking for you. Telegram from Colonel Benteen at the fort. Operator at the depot brought it over himself. Said it was extra urgent.
Now, the Army wants 2 soldiers named Mills and Turner arrested. They're on furlough wearing civilian clothes. The rest of it's just a description of the men. Now, you pull a deputy off patrol and do just what the colonel says. You sure saved my neck in that dull knife business, remember?
Sure do. We'll ring out the town.
Somebody chasing you?
Yeah, a couple of soldiers. They're trying to kill me. I want them arrested.
Mills and Turner?
Yeah. How'd you know?
The Army wants them arrested, too. What's your name?
Hendon. Chris Hendon. I used to be a civilian scout for Reno. Those troopers was in the same outfit. 7th Cavalry.
Put that gun on the desk.
Gun? Oh, sure. I had to carry it, Marshal. My life's in danger.
Why?
Just an old grudge between them and me. I thought they'd forget about it, but suddenly I turned around in the street and there they was, following me.
Well, my deputies are looking for him now. This will make it easier. Come on.
Oh, no.
Why not?
I don't go wandering around out there and get plugged from some doorway.
Mr. Hendon, you asked me to protect you. Now, the easiest way to do that is to try and arrest those 2 soldiers quick. I'll get my hat. Let's move.
Not me.
Well, it looks like you got the right men.
There were 10 and somebody halfway down the block.
That's them. That's Mills and that's Turner. I want to charge them with an attempt to commit murder.
Were they packing guns?
No, sir.
Colonel Benteen wired a request to hold you for the Army. You got any idea why the colonel wants you?
No, sir.
Lock him up.
Come on, move. Move! Come on.
What about my charges against him?
Tell it to the Army. Now, you check this gun or get out of town. If you take my advice, you'll get out of town. You may run into some more soldiers.
And what you call police protection? Were you in cahoots with the Army?
I don't think I like you, Mr. Hendon. You stay in this town, you be ready to protect yourself. Now, quit wasting my time.
There's a lady at the Dodge House. She said she's got to see you right away.
Who's the lady?
It's a Mrs. Elizabeth Bacon. She wouldn't tell me what it was about, but she acted awful worried.
All right. Did you get a good look at that fellow?
Yes, sir.
His name is Chris Hennon. I want you to keep an eye on him.
Horse thief or cow rustler?
2 soldiers were after him. They usually got a good nose for a skunk. Go on.
Sergeant Turner?
No, ma'am, Marshal Earp.
Oh. One moment.
My deputies gave me your message, Mrs. Bacon.
Come in.
Thank you.
I used my maiden name to register. My married name is Custer. Mrs. George Armstrong Custer.
Mrs. Custer?
That doesn't surprise you.
No, ma'am, I've seen your picture.
Mr. Earp, 2 soldier friends of mine have disappeared. I'm afraid that something might have happened to them.
Sergeant Turner and Corporal Mills?
Yes. Have you seen them?
They're being held for the Army. Colonel Bentine's request.
You put them in jail? Oh, that's nonsense. Colonel Bentine has no right to. I must ask that you release Turner and Mills at once.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that, ma'am.
Very well. Then I shall have to employ a lawyer. Could you recommend one? Mr. Earp, lawyer's name, please.
Well, Mrs. Custer, that would be a waste of money. I can hold those soldiers for 24 hours, even against a writ of habeas corpus.
Marshal, I know a little about law. What charge has Colonel Bentine lodged against them?
I have a charge of my own, ma'am.
Indeed. What law did they break?
They assaulted a Mr. Chris Hendon.
Hendon? No, they promised me they wouldn't. Did they injure Mr. Hendon?
Not much, no. Is Mr. Hendon a friend of yours?
I've never met the man. Why do you ask?
Well, you seem very concerned about Mr. Hendon's health, and you asked the soldiers not to hurt him.
Marshal, is this a police interrogation?
Mrs. Custer, Mr. Hendon claims to have been a civilian scout with Reno. Colonel Bentine and I went through a rather bad time together right after the Little Bighorn fight. An Indian agent tried to bribe some runaway soldiers into telling lies about Colonel Bentine and the 7th Cavalry.
Are you suggesting Mr. Hendon might try to blackmail me?
He might try it, yes.
How absurd. General Custer needs no defense. You're being rather impertinent, aren't you?
Well, I don't mean it that way, Mrs. Custer. I'd like to help you.
All right, help me. Turn those men loose and forget your suspicions of Mr. Hendon.
Well, I can't do that, ma'am.
Good day, Mr. Earp.
I know the torment that you've been living through. People have lied so much about General Custer, you don't know where the next attack is coming from. Well, you've got me stubborn. I'm going to help you in spite of yourself. Oh, Hal. I told Ted to watch Mr. Hendon. Have you seen him?
Yeah, Hendon's in the Long Branch. Ted's waiting up the street.
Yeah, we'll go pull Ted off. I want both of you to watch the hotel, front and back. If Mr. Hendon goes inside, you send for me. If he leaves, don't wait for me, arrest him.
Right.
I just had a talk with Mrs. Custer. She got worried when you didn't check in and sent for me. I had to tell her the truth.
All right.
Now, Colonel Bentine will be here for you in a couple of hours. Can either one of you persuade Mrs. Custer not to pay off to Hendon?
We don't know what you're talking about, Earp.
I think you know what I'm talking about. Maybe you'll answer me one question, though. Has Mrs. Custer ever heard what the Indians have to say about the fight at the Little Bighorn?
After the massacre at Little Bighorn, she can't stand the sight of Injuns.
Well, I know a Cheyenne chief that was there. Chief Wolfhead. Mrs. Custer would...
Hendon just now went into the hotel.
Let's go.
You'd better leave town at once.
Oh, well, I want to live the same as anybody else. That's why I had to come to you for help. I can get a fresh start now in Mexico.
Remember your agreement to stay there.
Oh, well, a deal is a deal. Good luck, Mrs. Custer.
Hold it!
Mr. Clark, I want you to search this man. Thank you. Mr. Clark, I want you to remember this. I may need you to testify. Throw some water on him, throw him in jail.
Right. Get some water, will you? You can't be serious.
Mr. Hendon asked Mrs. Custer for money, and she gave it to him. Look, there's the evidence. Now, don't you want to book Hendon for extortion instead of blackmail?
He mustn't be booked at all. That would involve her, the regiment, Sherman, Sheridan, even Grant.
If Mrs. Custer will do what I suggest.
That is the most complete fool nonsense I've ever heard. General Custer's widow meeting with a Cheyenne renegade.
Wolfhead is a brave chief, and you know it.
Oh,
now listen to me. This poor woman is going to be haunted by liars the rest of her life. She needs to hear the truth just once.
From Wolfhead?
He at least saw General Custer die. You weren't on that hill. You were kept busy saving your own command in Reno's. On a bluff 3 miles away, isn't that right? Well, then will you please go ask Mrs. Custer?
All right. I'll ask her. I'll try. But she's liable to come marching in here and make you sorry I did.
The perils of war, Colonel.
Come in.
Mr. Earp, I will not be forced into a ridiculous gesture. Chief Wolfhead. A lying, filthy savage. One of the fiends who killed my husband and his men.
All right.
I must also demand that you drop your charges against Mr. Hendon.
Mrs. Custer, I'm a civilian. You don't give me orders. Does this money belong to you?
If you took it from Mr. Hendon, I assume that at least part of it is what I gave him. As a loan.
A loan?
Yes.
May I quote you?
What is that?
Part of my report. I may turn it into the Dodge City Globe.
You wouldn't dare.
Yes, I would.
You'd ruin us all, including your friend, Colonel Benteen. You oblige me to tell you that Colonel Reno will be given a court of inquiry. All surviving officers, scouts, and many enlisted men will be called to testify. Don't you realize what the newspapers could do to us? The fact that I loaned money to Hendon would be twisted to make it appear as though I'm trying to influence witnesses.
Aren't you?
That's preposterous. The memory of my husband, his name and reputation are all that matter to me.
Yes. But do you think you should lend money to a man like Mr. Hendon?
What right have you to question my motives?
He's a crook. He tried to blackmail you.
Prove it.
No, I won't even try. Here's your evidence back. No story in the paper. Al, bring Mr. Hendon in here.
Yes, sir.
I told you that I was stubborn and that I'd try to help you in spite of yourself. But all this faith and loyalty you profess just doesn't exist.
Why, you unspeakable.
Calling names won't change my opinion. I have more respect for General Custer than you have.
I'll listen to no more of this.
No, you'd rather spend the rest of your life listening to liars. Well, I know what happened at the Little Bighorn. I wasn't too proud to talk to the Indians about it. Savages in battle, yes, but honest men. Your husband's name is safer with them than it will ever be with men like this. Mr. Hendon, I'm releasing you. You get out of town quick. Mills and Turner will be back tomorrow, and anything that they do to you after that will be an accident. Throw them out.
Come on, move.
Where is this Chief Wolfhead?
At the fort, the hostile stockade.
Will you come with me? We'll leave as soon as my soldier friends get back. Good night, Mr. Earp.
Good night, Mrs. Custer.
They put a chief in here?
It's what the government calls a temporary stockade. The big stockade is a reservation.
2 visitors, approved by Colonel Benteen.
Let me help you, man.
There you go.
Chief Wolfhead. Wyatt Earp.
My friend.
Mrs. Custer, may I present Chief Wolfhead?
Widow of Longhair. There is sadness for you in my heart. She was brave to come here. Do not stay long. Many are sick here.
Our government could do better for you than this.
There was fighting. We are prisoners of war. Out of respect for General Custer, what shall I say?
I'll ask some questions. Mrs. Custer, perhaps we can make this bench comfortable.
Longhair and Pony soldiers retreat to hill here. Chief Gall attack on front and right. Crazy Horse lead many warriors to strike Longhair from left. I am told to move Cheyennes uphill from rear. Soon we have General Custer surrounded. We have 10 times more men. We have rifles that shoot quick, 12 times, Winchesters. Soldiers shoot only once, then have to reload. It was not a fair fight.
Did General Custer try to run away?
Run away? He is Longhair, brave soldier. He stands ground what is no bigger than his shadow. He fight to the last.
A lot of our people blame General Custer for not uniting his command. Some of them say he should have waited for the Terry and Gibbon columns to arrive. Now, what do the Indians think about that talk?
Stupid. There is dust and smoke. How could Longhair and his scouts count our warriors? We hide most of them in hills until fight commence.
Chief Wolfhead, a lot of our people who weren't there say that if Reno and Benteen had charged straight for the hill, they could have saved General Custer.
No, not enough soldiers. Too many of us.
And what if General Custer had waited for the Terry and Gibbon columns?
My friend, they would all be dead. I feel anger here when white soldiers blame each other.
Any questions, ma'am?
No. It was war. My husband had his victories. It was ordained that he suffer one defeat. I realize that now.
Mrs. Custer, I have my defeat also. The Great Spirit allowed your great husband to follow the guns and trumpets and pass from this world with honor. I am not so honored.
I'm sad for you, Chief Wolfhead. This will be changed. You've taken my fear of liars away. I'm deeply grateful. Come, Mr. Earp. We mustn't dawdle.
Yes, sir.
I have to see the Commandant about those dreadful conditions in the stockade. Then I leave for Chicago to tell General Sheridan what I've learned from Chief Wolfhead. Thank you.
Let's go.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
You're gonna try this once too often. Bringing a man when you should kill him.
Yeah, I know. Mr. Adams, he's bleeding pretty bad. And a couple of men get him over to Dr. Carty's.
What's that arm? You don't care anything about yourself. How about me and the other deputies? You might have killed me.
Look, it's an old argument. It's not true. The same old rawhide out here in the middle of the street. I'll buy you a new shirt.
Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
Marshal Earp had lived through 50 gunfights in Wichita and Dodge City without killing a man. Pat Masterson, Doc Holliday, and many other friends warned Wyatt that shooting to disable rather than to kill was quixotic nonsense. Gunfighters began to count on Wyatt's determination to spare their lives. And Bat, who was devoted to Marshal Earp, made one last attempt to change Wyatt's thinking.
Now, you've been endangering your own life to an increased extent lately. Dodge City needs you.
Look.
Silence. I've talked this over with Judge Tobin and the council. Herewith, I am issuing you an executive order. Read it.
Yes, sir.
It'll save your life, Wyatt.
It's not on our account. Gunslingers are making a play against you because, well, they figure the worst they're going to get is a bullet in the arm.
Admit we're right now.
You're half right.
Half right, he says. Now, next time a hoodlum goes for a gun, you shoot to kill.
I've been thinking about this for a long time. I did put Mr. Masterson in danger this morning, and at one time or the other, I've led each of you into trouble. Your Honor, I'm promising to shoot to kill in any gunfight which involves my deputies.
No, that's not the order. The order expressly states...
Mr. Kelly, what I do when I'm alone and some man draws a gun on me is between me and my conscience. Now, if you want me to quit, I'll quit.
Quit? There's no quitting you'll do. I'll have the council fired.
Now, I'm still marshal for a half hour or so you men get back on patrol.
Kelly lost his temper.
Break it up.
We didn't figure on...
All right. Now, get out of here, will you?
Now, what's behind all this? You want some killer to take life off your hands? You never really did explain yourself, not to any of us.
I've explained it. I've explained it to all of you.
When?
I've said that I'm not going to kill unless it's in self-defense. I've never been absolutely certain in any gunfight that killing was necessary. Now, do I speak plain enough?
No, so you don't. I've been in gunfights, too. It was him or me, and I knew it.
Yes. You knew it was you or Sergeant King. Have I blamed you for that?
No, sir.
Well, that's the difference, Mr. Masterson. You were certain that you had to kill, so you shot for the heart. Well, I've never been certain in any gunfight, so I've shot to cripple. And the proof of my method is that I'm still alive, and so are a lot of men that I might have killed.
Well, there'll come a time, Wyatt.
Don't stall around with us, Hoyt. You're wanted in Texas for stealing a ranch payroll.
You've been indicted for it.
Take our proposition. We'll get that indictment thrown out.
Gunner Wyatt Earp. Some deal.
It's easy. If you miss, he'll only wound you. He hasn't killed anyone all the time he's been a peace officer.
I don't know. He's counting a lot on Earp. Still in all for $1,500. Take the money and head for Dodge. Don't take it, and the Rangers will be heading you back to Texas. Where are you fellas going to be?
Near enough to send you to prison if you try to run out on us.
Don't seem like I got much choice. How much time you allowing for the job?
Would be reasonable.
Gotta study Earp. Catch him alone.
That's the idea. Now get started.
Oh, and no double-crossing clearing that indictment. If I got nerve enough to go against Earp, I can handle both of you.
Haven't you forgotten something, mister? What's that? Your horse. You haven't watered or fed him. My horse, ain't he? There's a law against mistreating horses. Marshal Earp must be strict. I'm Marshal Earp. Oh. Now, you've ridden that horse half to death. You go water and feed him. Yes, sir. Right away. Looks like a Texas boy.
Looks worse than that to me. Texas cowhands water and feed their horse before they head to the bar.
I'll keep an eye on him.
Now, that's just the point I've been trying to make. The tail end of the cattle drive always brings a lot of scum into town.
Looks like we have a couple of dry glasses.
Hey, bring us another bottle of champagne.
Gee, you must have hit the faro games for a lot of money.
I got a big cattle spread below the Cimarron. Don't need a gamble. But, girls are kind of necessary, huh?
Money is necessary, too. How come you're so interested in Wyatt Earp?
I'm on the town council at Langley. Our marshal quit, so we got to hire a new one.
Langley couldn't pay Mr. Earp enough.
Oh, not after hiring him. Just want to study his methods. Does he, ever patrol this part of town?
Sure. Every night.
All by himself?
Sometimes. Why don't you ask Mr. Earp? He's a nice, polite fellow.
It's an idea. I'll do that. But in the meantime, let's drink up. And, you can tell me about your methods.
Stop him, fellas! He ain't right.
Get out of the way! Hey, Max! Gonna get in trouble!
using spurs.
Come on, Ed. You're all right.
Are you hurt, mister?
Oh, it's all right.
Get me a wet cloth, quick.
Fist fight at Madigan's saloon. He was stopping a cowhand with his spurs.
I spoke to you about mistreating your horse this afternoon. We also have laws against mistreating cowhands. What's your name?
John Smith.
All right, lock him up. We'll see if the other man wants to prosecute.
I need a doctor. Your deputy slugged me.
There's a cut, pour some phenol solution on it.
Yes, sir. Any more talk, you will leave the doctor.
Marshal Earp,
Howdy, Miss Daisy.
did you lock that man up?
Yes, I did.
Good. I hope you'll keep him in jail. He's real mean.
Why don't you sit down and tell me about it, huh?
He was asking me all kinds of questions about you. I mean, where you patrolled, and if you went alone. Things like that.
Go on.
I think he's planning a robbery or something. But it's only a hunch, Mr. Earp.
Well, thank you for the tip.
You ought to keep that man in jail. He's a killer.
Well, we'll run the posters on him. You going back to Madigan's saloon? Well, I'm headed that way myself. Come on, I'll walk you. Just because Mr. Larkin didn't prosecute, don't act so cocky.
Thanks for the kind advice.
It's not advice. It's a warning. I think you're on the run, Mr. John Smith. We didn't find any poster on you, but one may come along. If I were you, I'd get out of Dodge.
Any law says I gotta listen to your guff.
Now, you got 2 fish and you got 2 guns. You can make it a fight either way.
Later.
Your turn to get some sleep.
The fella's still in town.
Uh-huh. I thought he would be.
He was drinking up some courage at the Long Branch about a half hour ago. If you don't mind, sir, I'll make the patrol with you.
All right. If you checked the afternoon mail, did you?
Mail? No, I plumb forgot it.
You better check it. You might find a wanted poster on our friend. You can join me over in the plaza. In the meantime, I'll just check to see that nobody busted into the theater and stole chairs.
All right, I'll see you in 10 minutes.
Is it in the lung? The kidney, I think.
Well, there's nothing to look at. Gotta get him over to Doc McCarty quick. Go tell Doc to get ready for an operation. Come on, give me a hand. Watch him now. Take it easy. Take it easy.
All right, your real name is George Hoyt.
Yes.
Who hired you to kill Marshal Earp?
$1,500.
Tell me their names. He's dead. Dead? No, he's faking. You tell me.
I know how you feel, Wyatt. 4 inches higher and he'd have been all right. It's too bad.
I aimed for the shoulder. The horse reared.
You deserved it. He tried to kill you for pay. You talk to him, get some sense into his head.
You're not helping, Bat. I think you better leave.
All right. But you better give him some medicine or something. Might have been him laying there. Make him think about that.
Well, there's a fight with guns. Someone's likely to get killed. You've been lucky, Wyatt. And foolish, too. I patched up many men who tried to kill you.
White was ignorant and stupid to try a thing like that.
Gunfighters are all ignorant and stupid.
But human beings, Doc. With innocent folks who love them. It just wasn't necessary. I could have chased him on horseback, caught him and put him in jail.
This was an accident, Wyatt. But sooner or later, you're going to have to shoot to kill. Deliberately. You know that.
I guess so.
Wyatt, people die in my care. Most of them were beyond medical help. A few may have died because I didn't have the drugs or instruments in hand to save them. But I do my best.
Yeah.
Every doctor has to harden himself to death. If he can't, he should quit medicine.
That's right. Thank you, Doc.
Shouldn't you tell Mayor Kelly?
You tell him. You and Mr. Masterson take over.
How long are you figuring on being away?
I don't know. Got a few things to think about.
We should know how to reach you.
Well, the only clue I have to Hoyt's background is the Four Corners Roadhouse. I found a bar slip in his pocket. I'll be heading there first.
Wyatt, we may need you right here real bad.
You and Mr. Masterson can handle things. You tell Mayor Kelly that I had to take a leave of absence. If he gets sore and fires me, good. That'll save me the trouble of making up my mind. Good luck.
Herb leaving town? He's packed heavy for the trail, Mr. Leonard. Killed a Texan, so now he's scared. Pete, you better go tell the Big T outfit they're camped west of Fort Dodge, about 2 miles. Tomorrow'll be a busy day. Herb can do without Dodge, but I don't think this town will get along so well without Herb.
You're up early.
I haven't been to bed yet. Oh. Can somebody some of that coffee?
Nope. It's in the house.
Thank you.
You in the cattle business?
Oh, I'm associated with it. I know a lot of cowhands. I'm looking for one right now. A fellow by the name of George Hoyt.
Oh, that punk. Friend of yours?
No.
You're lucky. He got paid for some cattle the day before yesterday and skinned out, owing me a bar bill of $2.80, the cheap four-flusher.
Is Hoyt a Texas man?
Him? Nah. He come from an orphanage in Indiana someplace. He got drunk in here one night and told me his life story. Every cowhand likes to brag he's from Texas. Why are you looking for Hoyt?
I have some money belonging to him. I thought maybe he might have had a family.
Had a family? Is he dead?
Yeah. How much did you say he owed you? $280?
I don't get this, friend. Are you a lawyer settling Hoyt's estate?
1, 2, half, quarter, and nickel.
That's the big T outfit. Looks like they're...
Big T, Mr. Mullins, they're going to shoot up Dodge.
Shoot up Dodge. And Marshal Earp will have their pants thrown in jail before they can fire 10 shots.
Earp's that good, huh?
That's what everybody tells me. If I could leave this place, I'd ride into Dodge just to see Earp clobber Tom Leonard and his boys.
Thank you for the coffee. I'll see you again soon.
Sure. Bye.
I suppose Mr. Kelly sent you, huh?
Yes, sir. There's going to be trouble in town.
You shouldn't have left Mr. Masterson. He'll need you. Now go on and get back there.
No, sir, not without you.
I'm tired, Hal. I'm sick and tired.
I know, White. We all are. It's a no good job being a walking target every day, but me, I hate to get out of bed in the morning. Sometimes I have to smoke before I reach for my gun belt.
It's a filthy, brutal job. It sure is.
But somebody's got to do it. You know, Bat, he'll lose his temper. So will Kelly. He'll get boxed in some tight corner. There's going to be quite a few burials in town tomorrow.
Throw him down. You ain't got a chance.
Watch your light! Watch your light! Break the lodge in here, Marshal. The Diamond T-Man got Jim Kelly and your boys backed into Carr's Alley.
Hal, you take these 4 men, try to sneak through 4th Street. Cut them off. I'll try for Leonard.
sniping at him. I'm going to hit him from the window.
Kelly and Masterson, and the others will quit. Now let them have it.
Mr. Masterson. Wasn't necessary.
Thanks for coming back, Wyatt. You blessed chicken-hearted fool.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail. Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
আপনি কিন্তু দেখতে যথেষ্ট সুন্দরী একজন মানুষ, দেখতে বেশ রোমান্টিক, যেন শেক্সপিয়ারের নাটকের কোনো নায়িকার মতো। ভেবেছিলাম, কিন্তু আপনি তো পুরোটাই মর্মান্তিক। যে কোনো মানুষ আপনাকে দেখে মর্মাহত হতে পারে।
আমার হালকা হতে 1 মাস সময় লেগেছে।
আপনার 1 মাস সময় লাগে? আমার হালকা হতে তো 1 মিনিট লাগে।
আমার কাছে মনে হয় জীবনসঙ্গী এমন হওয়া উচিত যার সাথে আপনি প্রতিটা মুহূর্ত উপভোগ করতে পারবেন, সারাক্ষণ খুনসুটিতে মেতে থাকতে পারবেন এবং তার মনে এমনভাবে বসবাস করবেন যে আপনার দিকে সে একটাবার তাকালেই বলে দিতে পারবে যে তার বেঁচে থাকার কারণই আপনি।
পথে চলতে চলতে, কথা বলতে বলতে, কখন যেন হলে আমার।
জানি গল্পে গল্পে মিশে অল্পে অল্পে আমিও হয়ে গেছি তোমার।
ছোট ছোট ভুল ফুটে হলো ফুল যে তোমাকে পেলাম।
গুটি গুটি পায়ে স্বপ্নের নাই আমি ভেসে গেলাম।
আপনি কি মনে করেছেন একজন মানুষ আমার জীবন থেকে চলে গিয়েছে এবং আপনি সেই সুযোগটা কাজে লাগিয়ে আপনার ফিলিংসগুলো আমার কাছে এক্সপ্রেস করবেন আর আমি সেটা হ্যাপিলি অ্যাকসেপ্ট করে নিব? এই হচ্ছে আপনার বন্ধুত্বের নমুনা?
রোদের পাখি তোর শহরে, আমার মনের স্বপ্ন ঘিরে। ওরে পাখি ওরে সারাক্ষণ, তোর শহরে বৃষ্টি হলে ভিজে আমার মন।
Thì 400 à? 400. Để kiểm tra lần nữa này. Somos
700 rồi, reverse được một lần nữa. Ok. Bây giờ sẽ reverse mời anh quay qua kia, anh binh sẽ là bố của qua kia. Yes. Thua hoài à, không cội thắng à. Át một thực sự là khó đấy. Sẽ lấy một cái đồ ánh sáng đi, sẽ là cái cung xanh ánh sáng đi. Hai cái giảm nhiêu hai bên nhỉ? Thôi cái phải đang kéo một cái vùng đồ. Đấy. Rồi 25 chắc là nốt nào nữa thì lên 8 vậy. Lại là cái thằng Zurich này. Sao nó vẫn lên được con ấy bài nhỉ? Như là con Zurich bài ở đâu ra ấy. Rồi nó con Nautilus nữa. Mình cầm tận 4 con Nautilus rồi chúng nó vẫn còn à. Ê sao ý làm mày không ba? Được, thua. Thua không? Thua. À. Ok. Rồi đi rồi. Top mấy đây? Chưa đi. Sắp đi. Anh đi xa rồi, anh không lái xe nữa. Anh đắp mộ rồi. Không thể nào rai khát được. Khóc. U Linh à. Em phải cút. Cút đi. Đây đi cho đỡ bị bắn vào đầu. Cày tê tại bị bắn cặp tự. Kéo ra xử ra. Ui rồi ôi, cặp không may mắn cô Boko 3 nhưng mà ít tiền không sao, ít tiền. Tích xong rồi bao nhiêu máu, có 5.000 máu rồi sao, chắc thế. Bế mày, đối kia ông chết à, đối kia xét bế không được, không thiếu mấy cái cùng đao, chậm quá. Đây đừng người nó vả, rồi nó vả trước à. Mày tí thua, đi chợ nhà xem một cái cung đi, nhằm đi cung đi. Anh cũng sắp không đi rồi, anh sẽ được đi chợ trước.
ভালোবাসা সুন্দর, ভালোবাসাও সুন্দর। মানুষ নিজের অজান্তেই ভালোবেসে ফেলে।
আমার মনে হয় কি জানেন, আপনার মতো জানাশোনা কাউকে না আমার বিয়ে করা উচিত।
এটা কি উপলক্ষে?
ম্যাডাম ফুলটা গ্রহণ করুন, তারপরে বলতেছি।
ভোটার আইডি কার্ডে যার স্বাক্ষরের জায়গায় টিপসই দেয় এখানে কেউ ডাক্তার।
এই দুইজনের মধ্যে যে আগে ম্যাডামের মন জয় করতে পারবে ম্যাডাম তার।
একদিন না দেখলে তোমায় বন্ধু আন্ধার লাগে সব, তোমার এই প্রেমে এমনই টান।
রোগীদের তো ডক্টরের কাছে আসলে ব্যথা কমে যায়, আপনি তো উল্টো বলবেন, আপনি কি উল্টা?
তোমায় ছাড়িয়া যাব মরিয়া, তোমায় ছাড়িয়া যাব মরিয়া, যেও না বন্ধু আমার ভুলিয়া।
আমার মনে হয় আমার সমস্যা কপালে, ম্যাডাম আমার কপালে নেই, আমার কপালে আছে দাগ।
Bao nhiêu? 160 à? Thì được phải làm một lần nữa, một hoặc hai lần nữa. Được một kỹ năng nữa, bánh chụp bánh slay. À trời, tôi quay rồi sao? Chưa, 10 tiếng nữa. À, cần mất tính thời gian chơi game. Trốn. Good. Ngon. Xong đấu này. Đấu sĩ à? Quyền năng biết tiếng này. Cái đồ bộ bố gái. Bao nhiêu rồi? 26 tỷ à? Người thì là 200 này. Người là 2 là 1 tỷ. Người là 5. Người là 5 lát. 9 lát. Đó, 200 lát 2 triệu một lát, 200 lát 22 4 đó, đúng rồi, 40 củ. Ôi, trời ơi. Hai trăm mùa lần nữa đấy, một sống với à? Hai bay hai nữa lấy 5 phút bay một chia xong mình chi lên bình nhé đúng nào. Olivia ngon có biết kiếm của đánh đâu. Máu hồi máu.
তোমাকে 15 লাখ টাকাই দিতে হবে। তুমি যদি দিতে না পারো তোমার বাবাকে কল দাও। তোমার যত জমি জিরাত বাড়িতে যা যা আছে এগুলো বেচা হইলেও তোমরা আমাদের টাকা পাই পাই করে শোধ করবা।
একটা ব্যাপার কি খেয়াল করছো? শহরে কিন্তু দুইটা রূপ, রাতের এক রূপ, দিনের আর এক রূপ।
বেঁধেছি ঘর হৃদয়ের পর গাঢ় সবুজ ওই গহীন বনে।
আরে ব্রো, সবসময় চিল থাকতে হবে, কিচ্ছু মাথায় নেওয়া যাবে না।
ভালোবাসা হচ্ছে একজন আরেকজনের উপর ভরসা করে, একজন আরেকজনের হাতের উপর হাত রেখে এই জীবনটা কাটিয়ে দেয়। কিছু মানুষ এই রাত জেগে থাকে আর টাকার বিনিময়ে সুখ খোঁজে।
বসুন।
এখন তো সিরিয়াস হওয়া উচিত, তাই না? আমি তো কোথাও যাচ্ছি না পার্টি করতে। তুমি কেন যাচ্ছ? কেন বন্ধ করতে পারতেছো না বলো তো? কার যে কোথায় সুখ সেটা তার প্রিয় মানুষটাও কখনো জানতে পারে না।
পাশাপাশি তবু যাচ্ছি বিপরীতে, কাছাকাছি তবু যাচ্ছি বহু দূরে।
হাই, ইউ লুক গুড।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
Thì chưa phải hả? Thế ra không còn chưa phải được, vẫn chạy mũi tên đấy, 2 mũi tên là được. lạ. Chẳng biết là đó là 200 củ cá, 220 củ. Chơi nhiều nhiều ấy. Bạn nói em rồi. Em biết. Em biết. Mình biết mà. Được luôn không? À. Trong một cái bảng đấy nhá. Đừng ngủ à? Hóa ra khổng lồ à? Lãi khổng lồ à? À, món hả? Thật. Cái thằng này cần thắng tao ấy. Tao lắp thêm cái áo choàng bóng túi cho con Khazik 2 đây là thắng. Kinh à? Kinh đấy, kinh đấy. Hai củ đây đã bán cho Tony rồi. Thằng cầm Tony nhỉ? Thằng vừa đánh hắc án để cái đéo này tử thần à? Hay là mày nó tử đéo vậy? Ra đây xin ra. Đây nó lên đồ gì nhỉ? Quên rồi. Đây nó lên đồ mặc gì nhỉ? Đấy, xem lõi vàng là ra đấu hoặc là loại tinh thần. Ám. À, ra ly xin rồi anh xong đấu rồi thì nó xem ra loại xong đấu dài hơi nó xong biết. Được chưa?
Nhưng mà cơm tù là cường nhìn ngon đét mà, cơm ngon đét. Đây. Cơm nhìn đét với quyết cơm của tao chỉ rách hơn nhiều. Cơm của tao chỉ rác hơn nhiều. Anh thì cơm rác rưởi và cơm nó còn cho cái thuốc B1 và cho đỡ đi ấy em. Cho một canh ấy. Đéo. Nó cho anh cái B1 một canh đéo gì ở luật thể một nhà chứ. Nhà đéo gì ở luật thể. Ai à? Tô dích dạ. Rồi. Thôi anh tử thần. Wow. Thôi anh phải đánh hắc áo rồi. Thôi nhá, đi xin nhá. Bye bye. Lắm đi xin. Phải chưa? Phải chưa? Tôi mua à? Có quần rồi còn tiền không vậy? Nó còn tiền không vậy? Nhưng mà nó còn tiền không? Kinh à, nó kinh à. Dương ơi, áo thì mình làm mấy cái dính cam ấy. Cả đóng thì đóng cửa bật điều hòa đi. Còn ngày hôm qua Dương nó bật điều hòa đi ngủ, xong rồi cả tháng rồi tắt mà. Đây là một ăn xịn hơn, hoặc là trong vài vòng tiếp theo thêm vàng à. Gấp đôi là tất cả lợi tức là 10. Tôi nhớ nhận được con xếp về cùng đúng không? Thành nick map này, map này quá lâu rồi, bác vua map này, map cuối cho nó farm. Develop chỉ sẽ có những con gì, thứ nhất là sẽ có cao cường, quan hệ rất là đặc biệt, yes. Nếu đánh được, nếu chém vào cái kia. Các cái block 7 sắc vọng ra cả kim cương ấy. Dạy cho giờ vlog nói tiếng Việt đăng cấp tiếng Anh. Chắc là bọn nó cài nhầm kích sắt. Chú bé Silat kìa. Chú bé Silat trực kiếm mút kìa. Mất rồi. Lấy đéo. Một cái huyết kiếm nữa. Chú bé Zone à, chú bé Zone sử dụng kinh ấy, mảnh giáp đéo anh Nhật. Chú bé Zone đéo anh thầm Nhật, đéo hiểu. Và thành xin. Vâng rồi. Và giờ năm 10 sẽ ra hàng sau. Đấy. 12 ạ. Hiểu. Đúng giờ bắt đầu đi. Muốn rồi anh tắt xong anh đi. 3 tiếng, quay được 3 tiếng. Giờ có về quê ở đâu? Giờ về quê thầy hóa thành xác chết anh chịu. Anh vào bao, anh bị nhét vào bao anh thua đấy. Đóng lắp bàn tài gì. Dạ viết nhưng mà dấu rick 2. Nhà làm béo ở trên thành phố à? Yeah. Rồi. Nhớ được rồi, thua rồi. Cầm lâu quá. Cầm ai nữa đùng. Bao nhiêu à? 22 bờ, lấy từng khác. 90 tuổi. Nóng quá. Hả? À, con mèo ở phòng của nhà.